On to you, Leos. So for you, Leos, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and then you have the Moon card. I'm so upset with the doctors. I'm so upset with the vet. The vet tried to have me pay $2,000 for some x-rays, and they knew that they weren't going to help me in the first place. So, Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and then the Moon card right here. Hold on. Never mind. I'll get it after. The phone was ringing, but I'll get it after. The phone was ringing. For you, Leos, y'all are in a situation where y'all are in a situation where the Three of Pentacles is all about how you, Leos, so there's a sense of you, Leos. How do I even say this? There's a sense of you, Leos, doing better, progressing, right? Yeah, progressing. You want to do better. You want to do better. The Seven of Pentacles and the Moon card, right? The Three of Pentacles. These three cards represent a lot of you, Leos, want to make your lives a reflection of your values, and you want to do better, right? One of the best ways for you, Leos, to do better is to hang around people who, number one, practice what they preach. Because this is, I think the majority of people on earth are a bunch of goofies. Not everybody, of course, but goofies, because people hang their hat. They practice a lack of integrity and intellectual dishonesty. So this is my own way that I live my life, that I'm gonna show everybody human, like regular, basic decency and respect, but past that, I don't respect them past that, right? Until they show me that they should be respected past that, or if they do. And so the situation for you is that a lot of you are in a position where you, Leos, need to start hanging out with people who have better values, who will help you progress. One of the best ways for you to do that, like I said, is to be around individuals who want the same things you do and that are better at it than you at the current level, right? Obviously, if you hang around them enough and you learn and you apply it, you will get as good as they are. But right now, you want to hang around people who are better than you, than what it is that you do. So you, Leos, you're financially much more successful and stuff like this compared to how you used to be. Not saying that you Leos are slouches. You Leos are a lot more healthier compared to how you used to be. Okay, so speak to people who are a lot more healthy. And I'm not talking about muscle bound and just huge and super muscles, because that's not necessarily the healthiest either. I'm talking about people who have functional muscles, functional strength, who are healthy for real, in and out. Talk to them when it comes to nutrition and workout routines and a better understanding of exercise. Speak to people who are financially more set than you are and how they got there, and learn their mentality. Learn to progress past their mentality and learn to make it a part of your own, mentality, sure, but also be in a position where you Leos, have not just one person doing everything, because more than likely, most people don't do everything. Most people are not very good at being the jack of all trades. Most people tend to do one specific thing and they do that well, and they usually don't have anything else that they do, nor can they move past just that. And so those accumulation of the people will create that community. You got one person for nutrition, one person for the finances, one person for, I don't know, the meditation and the spiritual help and the relaxation and stuff like this, right? And so you're getting your needs met by all of these different, and I'm not talking about relationally, I'm talking about socially. Okay, you're getting your needs met by all these different people because you're connected in all these different areas in which you have an affinity or a liking to. The Hermit in the Five of Pentacles, right, represents how a lot a lot of you Leos are also in a position. And basically the Moon, the Hermit, forget about the nonsense. Leave that behind, leave that alone. The Five of Pentacles, leave that alone. Leave the nonsense behind. Just leave that alone. Okay? Leave that type of stuff alone. Leave whatever is holding you back. Forget about it. If it's people holding you back, I've talked about this before, abandon them. I'm gonna open up the window so this fly can get out. But if it's friends, if it's family members, abandon them. If it's romantic interests, abandon them. Okay. And what I mean when I say abandon them, obviously it's harder to abandon your family members because you're genetically related to them. But don't talk to them anymore. You know, now it's easier to abandon your friends compared or your significant other or your romantic interest because y'all are not genetically related, thankfully. But the point that I'm trying to make here with that is the Moon and the Hermit is about letting go of it. So there's a sense of loss. There's a sense of you Leos wanting to let it go as well, right? Understanding, right? You have the Five of Pentacles, understanding that if you don't let certain things go, you're not going to advance. Then you have the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and then you have the Knight of Cups. These three cards right here represents how this is a position where a lot of you are more so in a space where the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Wands, right? And stop letting people stop the progress, right? Meaning that do whatever is necessary for you Leos to advance. There's times, and understand that those times that it happens, you will not be there. As far as you will not be around everybody. You will not be in a you will not be in a space all the time where you could constantly meet everybody's expectations and desires that they have for you. The other day, some of my family members had a family reunion, right? I couldn't make it because I was busy doing videos. They wanted to eat. They wanted to eat in the morning time, and I would have been cool at night. But the thing about it, right? But the thing about it is that I was like, okay, right? Like what time of the day? Oh, like 10:30 a.m. I said, nah, I can't go to that. I was too busy doing videos. I gotta, cause my plan, cause I know what I'm trying to do. My plan is to, oh, they bumping music out there. My plan is to build this channel, build the views, build the subscribers, right? Get my money up and all of that. That way, right? I don't have to be so hands-on with my channel. Once my channel is big enough and I'm getting a certain amount of views to keep the views up and everything like that, I ain't got to come on so much. Every day I'm pumping out these videos, but I'm doing the hard work now so that I can get to that point. I know what I'm doing. And so I know that I'm not there yet in a space where I can make videos for like, today is Friday. You'll see this video Saturday. I know that I'm not in a space, my dear Leos, where I can make a video Friday, right? Chill out until Sunday. Views still high and everything like that, right? Come back on, produce videos on Sunday and still make a good amount, a decent amount of funds when the month is up and still progress. I'm not in a position to do that. So I have to work until I get to that point. I know what I'm doing. That's the point that I'm trying to build to, right? Other people may not see it, right? And they may not have understood what I was doing until just now, until I said that. But until I actually said that. But That's essentially what it is I'm working for. Same thing with you Leos. Don't let anybody hold you back. If you have a plan and you Leos know what you're doing, don't let people hold you back, because you're going to be mad, because who's to say that you Leos wouldn't come back and start hanging out with them again? You just got to take a recess. It's time out for all of that, because you Leos have something that's important for you to do, right? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Back in 2013, when I wanted to be a tarot reader, when I was learning astrology and all of that, because I had actually learned it 2012, but I was still learning it a year afterwards, really still trying to formulate how I was going to present it to all of y'all, right? And I didn't really get started until 2015, because in 2013 I was writing my book still, right? And I had to do it by hand. My computer was broken. My desktop computer was broken and all of that. Anyway, right? So this is what I was saying, right? You know, I have a limited time. You dig what I'm saying? Hang out with my family members. And I hang out with them and I make time for them. But at the same time, this is what it is that I'm building for. I'm building to where I can make a full-time income while hang out with my family members. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't need to constantly feed the machine of YouTube all the time. Because it's not like I dislike YouTube. No, I love YouTube. I even have Google shares in the stock market. You see what I'm saying? It's just that I know what I'm building to, and that's what you Leos need to do. The Knight of Cups. You need to forget about the low. You need to forget about the immediate worries and what's stopping you right now, and the fact that you may have to cut these people off and go and do your thing. Because if you don't do it, you may not be in the place that you Leos want to be. And this is what I was talking about like sacrifices and letting go of certain things. It's whack. You want to take the people whom you love with you sometimes, but if you are going to progress, sometimes you have to let them go. And this is what the King of Swords, which is Aquarius, your opposite zodiac sign, and the Knight of Pentacles. You Leos know this. You've thought about this. You've known this for a while, right? Again, the shadow side, the other side, the polarity side is Aquarius. So Aquarius is huge imagination and understanding. So it's not like you Leos didn't know this. No, you know this. It's just that it's harder, it's easier said than done, because it's not just the physical implication of not hanging out with your friends, letting go of certain things, not being attached to certain situations, right? The uncomfortability of engaging in things that are new, but also it's the fact that it's that, right? It's the fact that, like, it's the uncomfortability of it. How much you will have to let go, what you have to give up in order to get to where you want to be is not comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I don't like social media other than YouTube. YouTube and stuff like this. I don't like social media. TikTok, Instagram. But I have these things, right? I have an email, but I have these things, right? And I love the emails, but I have these things because I understand that people need to reach out to me. But other than that, do I particularly like TikTok, Instagram? Not necessarily. And I don't even have anything personal against them to say that I'm coming from an overly emotional standpoint. It's just that TikTok and Instagram are a little bit too, like, if I'm being honest, if I'm being transparent, they're a little bit too, like, look at me kind of thing, right? And just kind of choosy Susie. And what I mean when I say that, I mean, like, look at me, I don't care about you, pay attention to me, ignore people that's kind of like trying to get to know you and do right by you potentially, and do dirty because I'm supposed to be a celebrity kind of thing. Like, I'm not ego driven like that. Do I have an ego? Yeah. But I'm not ego driven like that. It's not like that. You feel me? So it, you know what I'm saying? Like, letting go of some of the people that I may know as far as TikTok is concerned, right? Compared to where I could be, right? So would I do it if I could? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, the TikTok thing is still, the jury is still up. I may still do it. But I've met some wonderful people on there, a few gems on there. Some people that I've known from the YouTube channel is on there as well. But it's still kind of up in the air for me. But let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. The Hanged Man, King of Wands, the Magician, the Justice, the Seven of Cups. So these three cards right here to clarify the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is still your situation. It represents like you've known about this. Now you will actually do it. You Leos will implement it. And the Hanged Man, the King of Wands, and the Magician, it will take a while before it's comfortable. And this is why it is that I say that you got to take a month, because a lot of times people would think that I'm talking trash, like a month is a long time to get over relationships. It's like, no, because it takes 1 week. Listen to me. It takes 1 week to break a habit, 3 weeks to start a new one. It's harder to make habits, even healthier ones, than it is to break habits. You understand? We are creatures of chaos. We are creatures of broken rhythm. You dig what I'm saying? We have to train ourselves to be creatures of consistency. So, and then you have the Justice and the Seven of Cups. The Justice and the Seven of Cups represents, but you Leos know that this is what you got to do. So you will do. You Leos will do it. You are doing it. You will meet new people that will give you a better perspective, but it's not going to be easy. And I don't think that you Leos ever expected it to be easy. I expect you Leos to be heartbroken because you know what it means. Because you Leos are moving up, right? I did it myself too, right? I did it with this YouTube channel. And I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get up on out of here. I did it with the YouTube channel because I can't hang around. I couldn't hang around the people who I was hanging out with. Like, if you came to my hood, right? If you came to my neighborhood, you will see, like, I can't hang around these people. I can't do it. And it's not that I'm on some, it's not that I'm on some, I'm better than them and they're just goof troops and all this other type of stuff. No. It's just that what they on, and I really mean this, what they're on and what I'm on are two different things. You understand what I'm saying? What they're on and what I'm on are two different things. You dig? At some point, if I get big enough, I may start, if I get big enough, I may start employing people to do certain things for the channel. Of course, I'm not going to give them my password or any of that stuff, but I mean, like, employ them third party and then give me what it is that I paid them to do, right? A lot more, right? Of course, I'm the only one that's going to have the keys, but that's my point, right? Like, if I had the old individuals that I knew from my past involved, they let me know straight up they don't want to do that. Because at one point, I wanted all of us to have a YouTube channel of our own, to where we each of us have our own YouTube channel and get bread from YouTube that way. And they told me straight up they didn't want to do that. So I chose to do that because I saw something about them that they couldn't even see in themselves. But it is what it is. I had to respect their personal space, just like I had to respect my own personal space. So upgrading and abandoning your friends is not some stuff that I just say to be like satirical or outlandish or to be like, I don't know, I don't know, like sensational. I'm saying it because it really requires that. You will have to separate yourself from a lot of the things that you thought that you had love for, or you do have love for. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. I'm at 22,920 subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.